So today we're going to be taking a look at Padme Amidala in her peasant disguise based upon her appearance in Attack of the Clones, and this is from the original run of the TVC line. I've been waiting to have this in my collection for a long time now, and because we got the peasant disguise Anakin almost 2 years ago at this point, I was hoping that originally I thought they were going to do the peasant disguise Padme along with that. Unfortunately, they did not. They did the Queen Amidala, which is reviewed on my channel as well. And at this point, I've starting to get kind of impatient waiting around for Hasbro to potentially do a re-release. I highly doubt they will at this point. Kind of some inside scoop. It doesn't sound like the prequels are going to be getting much attention in the TVC line in the near future. So I can't really count on Hasbro to get around to re-releasing this at some point. So fortunately, I went on eBay one day about a month ago at this point, and it just got listed, this particular one, like $30 free shipping. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I'm glad I did. It's a very nice action figure. Is it one that is an essential for a collection? Maybe not. But I'm personally glad to have it. I'm a big fan of Padme. She's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. So having all the Padmes that is out there, which is a lot of them at this point, is nice to have for me. And unfortunately, this is actually the only TVC Padme that we have up to this point. I guess if you want to count the Queen Amidala, but again, that might be her decoy. But as far as a regular Padme, not in her Queen's outfit, this is the only one we've got, unfortunately. It would be nice if Hasbro gets around to releasing some more in the future. Who knows at this point? Maybe we'll be lucky to get one more at some point. Who knows? It's Hasbro. But first, take a look at the package here. It's a little bit warped, not the best shape packaging, but I was going to open this anyway, so I'm not too bothered by it. And the main thing is it's in good enough condition. I'm not too worried about having mint condition packaging, even if I do keep a action figure carded. Some nice image of Natalie Portman there. Attack of the Clones. Very nice yellow. This was VC33. And oddly enough, at the time, I really don't recall seeing this at stores ever. I know some people might say that, oh, this peg warmed heavily in my area, but it really did not for me. I do recall seeing a lot of Zams. Of course, Obi-Wan peg warmed terribly in my area around here. Anakin, I do recall seeing a couple times, but Kit Fisto and the Super Battle Droid, I've never really seen. I do think that Super Battle Droid is one of the most forgotten TVC action figures as well. I do have that, and I'll review that at some point. Another image from the movie there. There wasn't a peasant disguise Padme released prior to this, so at this time Hasbro was doing like a first release of the action figure, like the peasant disguise Anakin and the Zam, for instance. But this is the first time offering for this, and this was before they did the first time offering sticker on the front of the bubble. It's a pretty nice package. This is definitely one I'll keep in my collection. No Disney logo, which is always nice. And it's always nice to go back in time and pick up some of those TVC action figures that I missed out on. So that's the package. It's for the action figure itself. Again, I'm very glad to have it. It is a very nice action figure. It is a little fragile though, and I'll get into that more here in a second. So at first, part of the reason I held off waiting for a re-release of this as well is it's definitely not the best looking Padme in the world, and I do think this would be an action figure that would benefit from photoreal. But having this in hand, it doesn't look too bad. So she has a lot of nice detailing in her gown here. for being a peasant disguise, it's very elegant. This doesn't really strike me as something that a peasant would wear. Has a very good burgundy robe here, and it drapes very nice, especially if you have her standing up, like as you can see there. Has a little bit of flow to it. Pattern's really nice. Just solid black boots. So in terms of the articulation, she doesn't really have a ball joint neck. As far as I can tell, I think it's kind of a weird combination where it looks like her head is on a ball joint there, but because of her hood here, it's really not. So it's one complete piece basically. So that's about the most motion you're going to get out of her neck. She does have hinged shoulders and hinged elbows. Again, like I said, this feels kind of fragile to me. Maybe it's because of age and it's been in the packaging for 11 years at this point. Who knows? But she does have swivel forearms as well, and they do seem like they can pop out a little bit easy, at least for my sample. You can see it's kind of wobbly there. And she does have a swivel torso there, or waist. And that's pretty much it. She definitely does not need to stand at all. She can stand very well on her own because her dress here holds her up for her, as you can see. So in terms of accessories, she does have a few unique things with her, but I'll go over the usual first. Her standard Naboo blaster that we've gotten with just about every Padme and Queen Amidala action figure over the years. Nothing too special to say about that. She doesn't hold it very well in her hand, at least in her right hand here. As you can see, it's kind of loose. So you gotta be somewhat careful about that. In her left hand, she can hold it in either hand if you want her to. And she does hold it a little bit better in her left hand there. And she also comes with two different headdresses. So she comes with this one that we see her in Theed Palace with. And it pops off just like that. It fits on really good, and it stays on very nicely. And also this one here that she wears while they're in transit to Naboo. And this one looks pretty good as well. Personally, to me, I prefer having her with this one. And that's probably how I'm going to keep her displayed. But other than that, that's really all there is to show about the action figure. I'll do a quick side-by-side comparison with her other half here. The re-release of the Peasant Disguise Anakin. As you can see, one with the photoreal. I do have this reviewed on the channel as well, if you want to check that out. Definitely see the difference between the two. But other than that, that's really all there is to say about this action figure. Would I recommend it for your collection? I would if you're a fan of Padme, or if you want to add some more characters to your collection. She's definitely a very nice action figure. Like I said, a little bit fragile, but she's not one that you're going to be posing in so many dynamic poses anyway. And of course, again, she's basically a statue from the waist down. There's just nothing in her knees or hips or ankles at all, and there's no need for her to. Basically, you just have her standing in that position most of the time. Again, like I said, I highly doubt, at least anytime soon, Hasbro's going to get around to doing a re-release of her. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and got it now, and I'm glad I did. And if they do a re-release down the line, I might go ahead and get it. But if you're impatient about it like me, I definitely would recommend getting one now. No telling what the future will bring, and as we know from TVC releases, especially from the first round prior to 2012, a lot of them go up significantly in price. Like I said, I got this for about $30 free shipping, and that's a very good deal for this. I've seen this go up in the 50s and 60s brand new. If you find it loose, you might be able to find it for a better deal, but I'm just glad I got to this one first. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more in the future. There will be plenty more to come. And I also have the Instagram linked in the description as well. And if you hadn't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Appreciate the support as well. And thanks for watching.